there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They were wearing white robes, were holding palm branches in their hands. Skip down to verse 13. We're in with 13 and 14. Then one of the elders asked me, "These in white robes, who are they? Where did they come from?" I answered, "Sir, you know." He said, "These are they who have come out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb." You don't mind, contact somebody. I don't have a subject. Contact somebody. We're going to pray, and then we're going to allow the Lord to have his way. Father, we're so grateful for you bringing us to this appointed place at this appointed time. We come from different areas of life. We come from all kinds of struggles and all kinds of hindrances, but we're here now. We're here to receive a word from you that will maybe give us some clarity about some things that's happening in our lives and give us some hope that we can continue on in you. So speak to every heart in this room. Give us a word that will pump us up, lift us up, motivate us. Give us a word to bring life to our spirit. Speak, Lord. Your servant is listening. In Jesus' name. Somebody said amen. Amen. You may receive in his presence. The time of the particular text that we read in here tonight, the Apostle John has been banished to the Isle of Patmos, this rocky place that has nothing. He's banished there because of his relationship to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because he's been a faithful servant of God. He's put there. The idea is to separate him from family, from home, from church and ministry, to isolate him away from all of that so that he couldn't connect to God. But John opens up this book on the Isle of Patmos by saying these words. He says, "I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day." Some of you missed it. I just told you that they put him there to get him away from God. But even on a deserted island, John says, "I was talking to God." Lord have mercy. John says he was talking to God on this deserted island because they chose to close him off from everything he was familiar with and everything that he was working for. They closed him off. But the Bible says he looked up. And though he was closed off from everything around him, he looked up. And the Bible says he saw an open door. Everything else is closed off, but God has opened himself up to him. So John is opened up, is there, and he's given this glimpse into heaven, not for heaven's sake, but for your sake. He's given this glimpse into heaven. Now watch this, y'all. John is given this glimpse through this open door, and look at what he sees. John says, I heard. Everybody say, I heard. That's important. He says, I heard the number of them which was there, and the number that I heard was 144,000. Lord have mercy. Now, don't let those folk who come knocking on your door and tell you need to get with them because only 144,000 folk can make it into heaven. Don't let them fool you. Because the number that John saw, 144,000, is only symbolic. It is not literal. It is symbolic of the complete family of God being where it's supposed to be. In fact, if you read on into the text, you'll see what John said. John said first, he says, I heard the number of them. Somebody told me that the number was 144,000. But John says, but then I looked and I saw. Same number. He says, I looked for myself and I saw. And what I saw was a number no man could know. He says, when I looked at it, I saw something different than what I heard. Because oftentimes, what you hear is not what you don't see. Lord, help us in here tonight. So he says, I looked and I saw a number that no man could number. And after he sees this number that no man can number, a question arises. There's a question that arises from what John just saw. Somebody asked him, who are those folk who have their robes dipped in the blood of Jesus, and now they have on all these white robes? Who are they? John said, well, you know. You tell me. And whoever asked him did know the answer to the question, because he said, okay, here's who they are. These are they who come through great tribulation. And they've had their robes washed in the blood of the Lamb. And because they held on through the tribulation, now they're rewarded with the righteousness of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anybody been through any hard times in 2018? Anybody been through any trouble in 2018? See, here it is, y'all. You're in one of three categories. Either you've heard it before, either you are on your way into something, or you're on your way out of something, or you're still stuck right smack dab in the middle of something. So you're either coming out, going in, or stuck in the middle. One of those categories. So, but wherever you are, doesn't matter. Wherever you are, God's saying, I got a way for you to get out. Lord help me. That's what this chapter is about. It's to encourage us on the fact that God's going to get us out. Let me show you how. Y'all ready? Let me show you how. Watch this. The way God gets us out, first of all, is that God does blocking for me. God help me now. God does blocking like in football. Anybody don't play football? Like I'm trying to get somewhere, but I can't get anywhere because there's somebody trying to take me down, but then there's a big old lineman that comes and knocks down what's trying to knock me down. So God does blocking. Here's what he says. He says it this way. Not football, it's heaven ball. He says it this way. God says that there are four angels. And these four angels are on the corners of the earth. There's one in the east, there's one in the west, there's one in the north, and there's one in the south. So these angels are on the four corners. The reason why they say four corners, because at this time they believed in the ancient cosmology that the earth was flat. They didn't have the knowledge that we know that it's round, but they thought it was flat. But John writes it the way he understands it. So he says, in the four corners of the earth are four angels. What are they doing, y'all? He says, the four angels are there to hold the wind back. Y'all ain't gonna hear me today. In every corner, in every which way the wind can come in, there's an angel guarding. And the angels are there, and they're holding the wind back. So here's what happens. You got to understand this. According to the law of first mention, whenever something is first mentioned in the Bible, it carries its meaning throughout the Bible. The first time we see wind in the Bible is when the wind tried to throw Jonah out of the boat. So wind in the Bible from that point on represents trouble. Y'all listen. Wind represents trouble. So God, watch this, God sends this wind to manifest his wrath this wind. Now, here's what you got to understand. I know you had a hard time in 2018. I know it was rough. And I know sometimes you didn't think you would make it. And I know sometimes every day you woke up, you said the devil is a lie, the devil is a get behind me, say all that. You did all that, but it wasn't always the devil. Sometimes God sends a wind. Lord have mercy. Sometimes God uses the wind as an agent of correction. He has to do that because sometimes praying for you don't work. So when prayer don't work, God sends trouble to move. Okay, all right. These four angels, I got 12 minutes. These four angels are positioned at the four corners of the earth to block the wind so that, and the reason why they're blocking the wind is so that the saints won't feel the wrath of God. God blocks some stuff. God ever blocked something for anybody here today? See, he blocks some stuff. He blocked some stuff so that we wouldn't experience the full force of the wind. And to let you know that as bad as things are for you, they're not as bad as they could have been. Lord have mercy. As bad as things are for you right now, God told me to tell you they're not as bad as they could have been. And the reason why they're not as bad as they could have been is because God blocked some stuff. We spend a whole lot of time complaining about how bad things are when we don't realize that we ought to be praising God for the stuff He blocked. Old folk used to say, God, I thank you for keeping me from danger seen and unseen. God sends angels ahead of our going to block and to clear our path. There are some things that's headed in our direction that God literally gets in front of and blocks it from getting to us. Somebody's been in an automobile accident that should have killed you. Ain't that right, Deacon Martin? Car turning over, but yet God kept that car from crushing the life out of my favorite. One of my favorite, I can't say my favorite. One of my favorite people. There's some unaware blessings. There are some things that God has done for you that you will never thank Him for because He never told you what He did. Here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting about the text, y'all. It says, it lets us know that these four winds that the angels were blocking, these four winds were sent by God. They were sent by God. And the winds that God sent, God then commissions His angels to block what He sent. Lord have mercy. He commissions the angels to block what He sent. So what's God doing? You sent it, and now you come to block what you sent? Have you lost your mind? God, why did you send it if you're going to block it? See, what we don't understand a lot of times is that God has many natures, but two of them are the fact that He is holy. And the other one is the fact that He is merciful. The fact that He is holy means that He got to get rid of sin. The fact that He's merciful means that He gets in the way of the sin Himself. Don't you know that's what Jesus did? God sent His wrath toward man, and then Jesus stood up and He took all the wrath that was meant for us. God sent the wrath, but yet God took His own wrath. While all this is going on, now listen, four angels are guarding the winds. Four angels holding back the wind. But then the Bible says there's a fifth angel. The fifth angel says to the four angels, us a favor. Keep holding back the wind. Hold the winds back. Watch this. He says, until I go down there and I seal every believer on their forehead. He says, hold them back until I seal every believer. Why? And he says, after I've sealed every believer, then you can let the winds go. God. He said, after I seal every believer, then you can let the wind go. But I want you to put a mark on all of their foreheads. That's a twofold meaning, y'all. The reason why he put it on the forehead is because, first of all, it's for mind transformation. Secondly, it's for self-identification. Notice where he put the seal. He didn't put it on their ankle like some of us got some of these pretty tattoos. He didn't put it on in the small of their back. He didn't put it on the shoulder. He didn't put it on the neck. He put it on the forehead. Reason why he didn't put it in all those other places is because most of the time, well, all the time when you're out, those other places are covered. Some of y'all got tattoos we don't know about. I ain't mad at you. I'm just telling you the truth. Some of us got tattoos we don't know about. But look, here's the deal. He says, I want you to put it on the forehead. Why? Because I want to know who my children are. And not only do I want to know, I want everybody who comes in contact with them to know who my children are. Do you go to work every day and nobody knows you're saved? Lord have mercy. If you go to work every day and nobody knows you're born again, do you really have the seal on your forehead? He puts a seal on the forehead, and the angel says, now that they've been marked, now that they've been sealed, now you can go ahead and let the winds go. Because the storm that's coming is going to knock everybody down but you. These winds that are about to blow, it's going to blow over everything that everybody else is holding, but it will not blow. 1,000 might fall at your right hand, 10,000 may fall at your left, but it will not come nigh thee. Why? Because you've been sealed. Somebody touch yourself and say, I've been sealed. Here it is, and I'm done. Not only does it give me identification, but it's also for mind transformation. What good is it to go into a new year with an old mind? What good is it? All I have is a change on the calendar. But if I take my old mindset, I got my same thing that I took in 18 is going with me to 19. Your next greatest miracle, will not be a new house, a new car, a new man, a new job, money in the bank. Your next greatest miracle will be a changed mind. There's nothing greater than a changed mind. If I give a drunk money with a drunk mentality, 2 weeks later he ain't gonna have the money. Y'all ain't hear me? Because he's going to waste it all because his mind has been changed. If I give a drug addict money to get him from being hooked off drugs, but his mind ain't changed, he's going to spend all the money to get more drugs. I had a nephew that always said to me every time I saw him, one day when I grow up, I'm going to have me 3 big bags of money. That's all he ever said. I'm going to have me 3 big bags. Bam, I don't know why he going to put it in the bank, but he said I'm going to have 3 big bags of money. But look, that money will be gone if you don't change your mindset. what we have to do, look, we got 3 minutes, y'all. We cannot go into the next year thinking the same way we've been thinking. You think the same way, you're going to end up with the same thing. If you think, listen, if all you think about is living in the ditch, you're going to take that mindset next year and you're going to find yourself in that same ditch. Because you didn't change your mind. You don't need a man, you need to change your mind. You don't need a car, you need to change your mind. Because as a man thinketh, I can tell every one of you, I don't have to be a prophet to do it. I can tell every one of you what you've been thinking. I ain't got to prophesy. I can look at your life and I can tell every one of you how you think. Because the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if I look at your life, I know what you've been thinking. So you are where you are because that's the level of your thought. Y'all ain't gonna help me here today. If you think out of the box, you get out of the box. That's what the prodigal son did, Lord have mercy. That's what the prodigal son did. While he was in the pen, he saw himself at his daddy's house. And his feet started going where he saw himself. Where do you see yourself? What do you see for yourself? Your feet gonna take you to whatever you're looking at. All right, here's what God told me. Everybody stand, everybody stand, everybody stand. Here's what I want y'all to know, y'all, as we get ready. Look at that clock. We got 40 seconds in this year. And I want to make sure you don't go into next year without taking this thing that I'm about to release to you. God told me to tell every one of you, you got 4 angels. Every one of you. You got 4 angels. And those angels are in the north, south, east, and west. And they are blocking stuff from getting to you. In the year 2019, 15 seconds ago, in the year 2019, your angels are holding back things from getting to you that the enemy meant to destroy you. But it will not come nigh your dwelling.